Hello, this is a brief demo of my StubHub event listing manager app. The reason I'm doing a video is because I don't have it anywhere other than localhost because currently only my StubHub credentials work with it. So just a little bit of background. I've been using StubHub to manage inventory, and as you can see, this is StubHub. If we scroll through here, it's kind of nasty. You just get a whole long list of all your inventory, and this is how you have to manage your inventory. Just going through this list. So I wanted something a little more sorted and a little more powerful. So I created the Event Listing Manager, and you'll notice here it looks exceptionally different from StubHub. And some of the key features are, for instance, when you log in here to your dashboard, you get notifications letting you know how many active events you have, the number of sales within the last X hours, the total number of unsold tickets, and then underneath you have each of your events sorted with the tickets and the events are sorted by date, and they're also color coded by date. So when an event reaches X days from today, it'll turn red or yellow or green or blue. Also, we have team logos for each game. These are all things that are not on StubHub. You'll notice that on StubHub they're not sorted at all. Well, they're only chronological, but you can't sort them by event. There aren't any team logos, and there's no notification of how close the event is. So that's something that my app does here. In addition, I also wanted to put the recent sales on the main page so that I could see what's been going on recently. This only shows, I think, the last 24 hours by default, but you can change it. And if you want a little bit more information about a sale, let's just say that this isn't enough information. You can click here on more info. A little JavaScript modal will come up giving you all the information that StubHub has about that sale. Something interesting about this is that this also uses PayPal's API. And what it does with that is I get the from the JSON response from StubHub, I take the total, the sale total, and the sale ID, and I reach out and query the PayPal API to see if they have any sales for $153 that contain this sale ID. And then that'll be a check mark if it has been paid, and is an X if it has not been paid. Also, for the sales, recent sales and sales we'll get into later, there are color-coded badges that kind of let me know where that sale is currently at. So for instance, this one is yellow. It's confirmed, which means that the sale is confirmed, but the tickets have not been delivered to the customer yet, so that's something I need to pay attention to. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of the first events here, this red event that's coming up. You can see I have 29 tickets for that event, so we'll go ahead and go take a look at that. And on top here, I have the event stats that kind of give me the running tally of what's been going on with this event. For instance, there's 6 total active listings with 29 tickets. And there have been 15 sales totaling 2,300 and some change, and that was 41 tickets sold. Now right here, these are the 6 active listings that I have left, and you can see that we have some information here that's red, green, and there's also blue, but none of these are blue right now, obviously. What this is telling me is this page is doing 2 API calls. Actually, I take that back. This is doing 3 API calls. I'll get into all 3 of them. And it's to 3 different APIs. So unfortunately, it's not something that I could squeeze into one API call. But this right here is one API call. What it does is it grabs all the information for Charter Section 132. It lets me know that there are 5 other tickets in that section with a minimum price of $98.80 and a maximum of $101. With the average of $100.27. And the reason it's red is because my price is higher than the average. So it's telling me that, hey, you might want to look at this, you might want to change your prices. If it's green, it means my price that the buyer sees is less than the average for that section. If we want to figure out where a section is, we can just click here, and then a modal will come up letting me know the section I just clicked on, lower corner 127, and I can look here and see where lower corner 127 is, which helps with pricing. So I can change prices from here. For instance, change that to $89, press update, and it'll send out a put request to the StubHub API. Unfortunately, I've timed it, and it takes 4 seconds for StubHub to update for me to get a updated results back. So the price does not update right away, unfortunately. However, it did get 200 OK. I know that because we would have gotten an error page if it did not return a 200 OK. Underneath PDF, we can see that there's a bunch of X's here. This just lets me know whether or not I have uploaded the PDF file of the tickets to StubHub. If I did, these would be check marks. We can also delete listings, sends a delete request to the StubHub API and removes them from the website. All of these tables, even the ones on the first page I failed to mention, are sortable using JavaScript. We can search pretty much by any text that's in these fields here. So if I want to look at section 335, I can type in 335 and it will filter out everything else, and it works for all of these. Below we have sales. These are specific sales to this event. If we go back over to StubHub and click on the sales, it just gives me, these are the list of pending sales, but if we go out to the completed sales, it just gives me a huge list which I can search through, but it's quite cumbersome getting through there, and it takes a little while. So I wanted all the sales just to show up here. So this shows me all the sales for this event. You can see that the green ones say delivered. They're green again because I don't need to pay any attention to them. These are yellow because they still need to be delivered and I need to pay attention to them. Again, these are filterable. You can search for confirmed or just delivered. Or if I know what section I want, or what row, for instance, if I want row AA, I can just type in AA and it only gives me those. And so that's it for the event section. We can also go check out the sales. This shows me the high-level overview of my business currently. On top here we have only unshipped or attention required sales. You'll notice they're all yellow or red. Red, obviously the worst. These also have modals that will pull up more information about that particular sale, should I need more information. And then below the unshipped or attention required, we have all sales. So this is just a list, also filterable, like all the other tables. List of all the sales. Right now it's only pulling 150 rows right now. StubHub maxes me out at 200, so I've been keeping a little bit less than that. 200 per API request, or API call rather. And then back to the main page, the dashboard. Again, I didn't show this before, but we can also search through these active event listings. It is not case sensitive, which is a good thing. And then it also works here as well. So that's where it's currently at right now. This was done in Rails 4, I believe 4.0.1 and Ruby 2.1.1, and I've used Bootstrap for the CSS styling. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this, and have a great day.